Hey everyone, welcome back to Peter's Prism. The New York Times ran a style story a couple of weeks ago with the headline, "Will dress shirts return to the office?" And I wanted to talk about it. My hot take is that they never really went away. Like most things, they've evolved, adapting to the way we live, work, and express ourselves in a post-pandemic world. I'll also tack on what might sound controversial. Neckties are also still with us. By the end of this video, I hope you feel reinvigorated about the state of the dress shirt today, and maybe take away some ideas about how you might rethink your next dress shirt purchase. So sit back, relax, and let's discuss. You may not be old enough to remember this, but there was a time when in most offices you actually had to wear dress shirts. So it was actually not uncommon to walk into places like Brooks Brothers and buy many of the same exact dress shirts, mostly in white or light blue, light pink if you were daring. Over the years, dress codes in many offices still existed, but they got slightly more relaxed. You could wear khakis during the week instead of dress pants, for example. A lot of offices even let you wear jeans on Fridays. Imagine that. I'm laughing internally thinking about this now because it just seems so ridiculous. But then, as we all know, the pandemic came and just obliterated all of this. And now, here we are. Today, men are buying dress shirts as part of a more intentional, style-conscious wardrobe. They're choosing to wear them not because HR told them they had to. So they're no longer single boring colors, but can come in unique fabrics, patterns, and cuts that reflect their personalities, not just their job titles. Dress shirts have evolved, particularly through the lens of the recent Corpcore trend, which I talked about in my very first video. And if you haven't watched this, please do. In a nutshell, I explained that this trend involved taking elements of old school corporate uniforms like dress shirts and subverting them to modernize the look, to give it a fresh new perspective that had nothing to do with how or why they were worn by previous generations. And that is what has happened with dress shirts. No one is going out to buy stacks of identical white OCBDs because they have to wear them to the office every day. Brands like Thom Browne have taken the OCBD and essentially redesigned it to become a unique staple of its own brand. Other brands like MF Pen are making conscious choices like using recycled and dead stock fabrics, and it's quite evident in their cuts that this is not your dad's Van Heusen dress shirt. This is all to say that the dress shirt's current evolution makes perfect sense. We're talking about a garment that has roots in the 16th century, and if you think it's going away, you're out of your mind. Let's take a look at some current menswear brands today to see where the man's dress shirt is now. Buck Mason offers many different shirting fabrics, but their draped twill, which is described as a silky 5¼ ounce cotton rayon twill with a subtle luster and an easy drape, washed for a lived-in feel, seems especially appropriate. It's like an anti-dress shirt. And note how it's styled here. The sleeves are rolled up, the shirt is untucked, it's intentionally quite casual, and you can see how this can work in almost any scenario. Everlane has a model they've even named the Startup Shirt. From a distance, this looks like a regular OCBD, but it's made from a knit fabric that, according to their website, feels just like your favorite tee. Notice the narrow width of the collar and how it lays. And as with Buck Mason, you can see that the styling is very intentional with the model's sleeves rolled up and the tails untucked. Arquette has a regular fit button-down collar shirt it calls one of its archetypical designs. Looks classic, yes, but you can also see in these product shots how it drapes a bit more loosely in the back, the narrower collar, and how it's styled in a manner that is akin to the Corpcore aesthetic. The name of the game here is relaxed. Loose with modern tweaks. We all know this by now, and we've seen it coming, which is what makes Brooks Brothers' recent downturn so puzzling. How did they not see this coming and evolve alongside it? Ties are not dead by any stretch of the imagination. Although it's true that men are not hoarding 20, 30 ties to rotate on a daily basis to wear to work, what has happened, however, as I mentioned when I talked about Corpcore, is that we've taken the accessory and turned it into a modern element of new looks. Nothing makes this clearer than looking at recent street-style photographs. For starters, I absolutely love that women are incorporating ties into their looks, as we see here. Celebrities are also being styled with ties, as we can see in these shots. And men are, of course, still wearing ties, but the obvious difference is that they're wearing them with intention. None of these looks say, I have to wear this because I work in an insurance office. Ties have become a statement piece, a way to add personality and flair to an outfit. They're being thrown over casual outfits, mixed with vintage styles, loosely knotted. It's all about self-expression and breaking the rules. Contrary to popular belief, the tie never really went away. Instead, it's been reinvented. No longer a stuffy corporate accessory, it's ironically become an element of breaking the fashion rules. So, are dress shirts making a comeback, as the New York Times asks? Yes, but not in the way the headline implies. While that stodgy old form of the dress shirt certainly still exists, though, side note, I'd be hard-pressed to find a source that was as reliable as the Made in USA Brooks Brothers version from way back when. It's become something entirely new, a versatile, stylish, and deeply personal piece of clothing. And the necktie? It's not just surviving, it's thriving as a bold new statement of personal style. With the proliferation of secondhand clothing stores and online markets like eBay and Mercari, there's never been a better time to shop for ties. What do you think? Are you rocking dress shirts and ties in new ways? Please share in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks again for watching, and remember, design has the power to elevate our lives, if we let it. I'll see you next time on Peter's Prism. Bye!